Hey, what's going on, Guardians? Nem with Planet Destiny here, and it is the weekly reset of November 30th, 2021. Now, of course, with that being said, all of our Pinnacle drops and sources have been reset, which is why you're here. So, of course, starting from right to left, we have the Legends node with the Vault of Glass. We have our 3 Gambit matches for your Pinnacle source. We have our strikes and Crucible. As far as strikes goes, our weekly Singe is going to be Void, and our daily modifiers for today is a Stasis, Thermal Swap, and Chill Touch. For our Nightfall, we have the Exodus Crash Nightfall, which is my least favorite strike in this game. I honestly leave this strike just based on principle at this point. And of course, in the same directory, you also have your Grandmaster Nightfalls. As far as Crucible wise goes, our weekly rotator is Clash this week, but of course you can either play Clash, Control, Rumble, or Elimination for your Pinnacle resource. Over in Helm, we have our weekly seasonal activity reset as well. So we have the Ruins of Wrath. So for this one, you have to defeat 4 champions in order to claim your Pinnacle drop. Over in the Tower, we have Prophecy, which has been reset as well. And over on the Tangled Shore, we do have for a little bit more the exotic quest Presage, which will award you the exotic Dead Man's Tale plus a Pinnacle drop. Over on the EDZ, we have Harbinger, which nets you Hawkmoon and a Pinnacle drop. And over on Europa, we have our final 2 Pinnacle sources. We have the EXO Challenge Survival, and we have the Empire Hunt, the Dark Priestess, which you have to complete this one on the master difficulty in order to get your your Pinnacle drop. But those are your sources for Pinnacle. Let's go ahead and take a look over here in the Eververse to see what we have going on this week.
Always something new at Eververse.
So we have for our weekly silver offerings the drumroll emotes,
Take as long as you
which
like.
is an activation emote, meaning you have to stop the emote in order for it to complete. The occult orb Warlock finisher. For the King ornament for Thorn, this was actually up for Bright Dust not so long ago too, so if you missed out on it, well,
No hurry,
there it is for silver. Sorry guys. The Dreamer Shell, Ghost Shell, which is actually really pretty, and the Interchange Shell, which is a very basic looking Ghost Shell. As far as for Bright Dust, this week we have the Fragment Shell, the Queen's Guard ornament for the Chaperone, the Cat Ear Dance, and a new shader called Hazard Pay that was introduced this season. As far as our weekly Bright Dust rotations, we have the Ninja Vanish, it would be cool if you actually vanished, the Double Hands Dance, the Wanderer's Shell, the Fragment Powerhouse. It looks like we have the most of the Fragment set here.
Our inventory is stocked, so no rush.
The Tachyon 4 Omalon ship. I actually really like the ship. It kind of looks like a bomber ship. And the Ashen Icon ornament for the Ruinous Effigy. This is actually a really beautiful ornament. One of my favorites for sure. Along with the Penguin Projection for your Ghost Shell. As far as shaders,
Looking
we
for
have
anything
the Sunrise
special?
Warrior from, I think, Season of the Forge. Temperature Wash, again from Season of the
Don't know
Forge.
where my uncle finds
Amethyst Veil, a very popular shader from Season of Opulence. And Rustberry, introduced in Season of the Hunt. Looks really good on weapons, by the way. We have the Box of Tricks Transmit effect, the Siva Emergence, and my personal favorite, the Pyramid Entrance. And finally, let's go ahead and take a look at what our resident Gunsmith brought for us this week in terms of weapons.
You don't look too banged up.
Alright, so we have the False Promises with Overflow and Eye of the Storm, Alloy Magazine, Flared Madwell, Hammer Forged Rifling, and Polygonal Rifling with a Stability Masterwork. Might be decent for PvP, but nothing too special. The Lonesome Sidearm with Hammer Forged Rifling, Polygonal Rifling, Ricochet Rounds, Flared Magwell, Grave Robber, and Demolitionist. This seems geared more towards PvE with Demolitionist. Personally, for me, it's a pass. It does have a range masterwork, but the one from last week was a lot better. The 7th Seraph SMG with Fluted Barrel and Small Bore, Accurized Rounds, Appended Mag, Pulse Monitor, and Dragonfly, definitely geared more towards the PvE side of things. Wishbringer Shotgun with Rifled Barrel and Corkscrew Rifling, Appended Mag, Tactical Mag, Threat Detector, and Snapshot Sights with a range masterwork. Personally, I'm not too crazy about the rapid fire frame shotguns. I know there is a following for them. Personally, not for me, but this might not be too bad for PvP. The Outrageous Fortune with Volatile Launch, Linear Compensator, High Explosive Ordnance, Concussion Grenades, Field Prep, and Quick Draw. Personally, it's a pass. And the Bad Omens Rocket Launcher with Quick Launch, Smart Drift Control, High Velocity Rounds, Implosion Rounds, Field Prep, Cluster Bombs, and a Blast Radius Masterwork. Again, this is a pass if you have the seasonal rocket launcher, which is far better in my opinion. But that is going to cover our weekly reset for the week of November 30th. We are just 7 days away from the Bungie 30th anniversary event. Finally, November is over, the dry month of Destiny, and now we go transition into the new dungeon, the new exotic. It's going to be interesting how all that plays out. But keep your eye out for here. We might upload the dungeon in a guide. So thank you so much for watching. Have fun out there, and we'll see you next time, Guardians.